What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I basically want to ask or pose the question, how many superstars are actually in the NBA? I mean, of course, we all have our favorite players. We all have, our favorite teams. We all look up to somebody in the NBA and say, he is that guy. But what actually is or makes a superstar, especially in today's league where you can look at any number of teams and say, well, he's a star, or he's an up and coming, or he's on the cusp, or one, series or season away from superstar status. And in my opinion, I think there's only a handful of actual superstar players. I'm talking about guys that you drop this player on a team and instantly they become a contender. That's a superstar. Or they instantly become a threat to win it all. That's a superstar. Now, by the definition, of superstar, a high profile and extremely successful performer or athlete. So that's the definition of superstar. And I'm going to just say a few names and let me know in the comments down below if you guys agree or disagree. I'm going to say a few names and you guys let me know. So first and foremost, I'm going to go with who I think should have been, the number one ranked player in the league over with ESPN's list. And that's Stephen Curry. I think Stephen Curry is by far a superstar. There's nothing you can say that could convince me that he's not a superstar. You take Steph and you add him to any roster in the NBA, they're an automatic contender and legit championship contender. That's without question. We seen what happened when Steph Curry broke his hand and the Warriors season just went in the toilet. We see what happened last year when he actually played in the playoffs and they made it to the finals and he became finals MVP. You've seen it in his progression in the league. He's basically one of the faces of the NBA. He's changed the way basketball is being played on any court in the world. Second person I'll definitely say is a superstar is Kevin Durant. People might not agree, but how can you not say Kevin Durant isn't a superstar? When he played in OKC, he was putting up godly numbers. One of the most elite offensive players to ever play the game of basketball. Multiple scoring titles, NBA champion, finals MVP. You place him on any roster in the league today, and you telling me he's not going to change the trajectory of a franchise? That's just wrong. More guys that I want to say that are the superstars. Nikola Jokic with the Nuggets. You drop him on any team, and you already know what Jokic is capable of. We're talking about a triple-double threat. We're talking about somebody who's a multiple MVP. You take a player like that, and you know what you're going to get. You drop him on any team in the league. Guys like Luka Doncic, who by far, if you ask me, he has one of the better offensive games predicated on the way the league is played today. Just look, no one's allowed to speed him up. No one's allowed to slow him down. He's going to play at his pace offensively. He may not be the best defensive player on the court when he's playing. But, when you look at Luka, take Luka off the Mavericks. They don't make it to the Western Conference Finals last year. But you place Luka Doncic on the Mavericks, he gives them a chance to win every single night. He gives them a fighter's chance, and that's all you can ask for with a player of his caliber. Another player, Jayson Tatum. I know he's young. He's young. So is Luka, But Jayson Tatum is young. The first chance they got to the NBA Finals last year, I'm not saying it was all him. But if you look at his stats since he's been in the league, if you look at his team since he's been in the league, I believe Jayson Tatum has played in the Eastern Conference Finals at least 3 times in his career. So you take him and you add in a Jaylen Brown, and you add those pieces around him, I mean, he's an ultimate weapon on the basketball court, offensively and defensively. He grabs rebounds. Listen, if you add him, and when I say add to certain teams, right? I'm saying add these players to certain teams, right? I'm saying, take them off their current roster and add them to like a lowly franchise, right? I'm going to say another name, Giannis Antetokounmpo, without question, superstar. There's nothing he hasn't done yet. MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Finals MVP. What else? Has taken the Milwaukee Bucks to places that they haven't been in years. Have made them relevant. Have made the Bucks one of the more dangerous teams in the Eastern Conference. Superstar. He has it all. He has that winner's mentality. He knows how to go out there and dominate and take over games. That's a superstar. That is a superstar. Joel Embiid. Superstar. You take him off the Philadelphia 76ers. Yes, they still have James Harden. But Joel Embiid is by far one of the better talented big men in the league. When it comes to centers, he's depending on how you feel, you can either say he's number 1 or number 2. Depending on how you feel. Now, here's a name. I know some people are going to feel, ill ways about it. But Devin Booker. Devin Booker is a superstar. By superstar standards, I mean guys that can literally go out there, get buckets, face of a franchise, can alter games. Devin Booker is the only person besides Kobe to get close to Wilt in scoring 70 points in a game. Like we're talking about somebody who literally can go out there and cook. But that's a name that I know a lot of people might not say he's a superstar. A lot of people might not feel like that. When you look around the league, Dame Lillard, superstar. There's nothing nobody can say about that will change my opinion about Dame. Damian Lillard is a superstar. Whenever he's on the floor, you better get ready. He's going to put on a show. Kyrie Irving, superstar. Superstar is nothing you could. He's another one. Like I said, it's only a handful. So I will say this name and let me know what you guys think. LeBron James. By far the most consistent, most relevant, most I can't. It's so many. It's so many words I can say, but LeBron James has been the epitome of a superstar since I found out about him over 20 years ago. I found out about LeBron when he was a junior. I found out about LeBron James when he was a junior in high school. And ever since then, he's taken, being the chosen one. He's taken being heir to the throne, so to speak. And he's came through on his promise. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. Okay, we get that part of it. Leaving Cleveland, becoming a villain in Miami, going back, becoming the face of the league. He still is the most, in my opinion, I feel like he still is the most popular player in today's NBA. Yes, he might not be taken off from the floor like he used to, but he can still get the job done. Yes, he might not be on the most dominant team, but again, we're talking about superstars. I would love to say Anthony Davis, but that's just not where he's at today. I think in a year or two, we will be seeing Zion Williamson, superstar. John Morant, I don't want to leave him off. John Morant is a superstar. He is no way. I can't do this video without mentioning him at all. We're talking about somebody that's year after year after year raises not only his level of play, but the level of excitement for the Memphis Grizzlies. Their fan base is coming out and supporting them in droves. We have arguably one of the most exciting point guards since Derrick Rose. And we're talking about early days Derrick Rose with Chicago when I say that statement. I don't want to leave. I feel like if I leave off saying that Trae Young is a superstar, I don't know. But can I take Trae Young off the Hawks and add him to a team and they become dominant enough to compete and win championships? I don't know. That is yet to be determined. So I'm on the fence about Trae Young. I don't want to forget Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi is a superstar. Kawhi is a superstar when healthy. You know, he's one of those guys that you know when he's out there what you're going to get, what he's going to bring, not only offensively but defensively when healthy. I mean, I feel like that's a good makeup of the superstars of the league. I feel like, could I say James Harden? I could. You know, like again, like could I say AD? I could. You know. But then you have superstars and then you have stars of the league. You know, guys that make the All-Star team. Guys that, you know, are first team, you know, second team. But a lot of guys aren't superstars. The definition of a superstar is a franchise-changing, culture-shifting player. You know, and a lot of guys that I named, that's what they do. You know, from Jokic to Giannis to Steph to Luka to Embiid and so on and so on and so on. You know, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you guys think I missed anybody? Do you guys think someone should be added to actually being a superstar in the league or on the cusp? I feel like it's a lot of young guys out there that's right there on the cusp of being, you know, considered superstars. But again, the guys that I named, I feel like they're right there hovering, or they are superstars currently now in the league. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.